Hey y'all, how are you doing? Welcome to BADAlien Kitchen. I wanted to throw together something for you guys really quick. Our morning breakfast, and it's a breakfast of champions. All right, chia seeds. Let me get that fake light out of your face. Chia seeds, basically, these are chocolate chia seeds. Chia pudding, and this is I guess a regular chia, just plain flavor seeds. And chia seeds, if you look them up, they're awesome for you. They're very good for you. And it's kind of like just a great morning breakfast snack. So we got that. We also have, I'll show you yesterday, and I'm going to put some pictures up. Yesterday, what I often will do is put together, I'll cook something that takes a long time. What I cooked this time was, let's see if you can see this here. I cooked some, it doesn't look that appetizing, but you'll see the pictures. It came out great now that they've got it in a jar. But this is watermelon. This is smoked watermelon that I smoked. I actually took the watermelon and I put it in a brine, in a ham brine. This was a take on making a vegan ham. And so I put it in the brine, and I actually brined it for like 4 days. And then I took it out and dried it, let it dry in the refrigerator for a couple hours. And then the next day I actually smoked it for 4 hours. I smoked it for 2 hours before cutting it. And then I smoked it another 2 hours after I made the slits. And you'll see the pictures came out a lot better. Overnight, it gets very, it's sitting in its own juices, so it gets very wet and kind of plain. But either way, and I also had some pineapples. So I actually smoked some pineapples yesterday as well. And often I'll do something like that if I have a chance on a Saturday or Sunday or whatever. And then throughout the week, I'll use it to make different dishes. So like one of my favorites when I smoke pineapple is pineapple fried rice. This ham is new. And so I'm going to try this. It came out okay. It came out pretty good. Was it ham? No. Was it ham-like-ish? I could see where they would say, it's ham-like-ish. I think I need to put some more. It definitely needed more, ham is salty. So you don't really get that salt. You get some of it, but not as much. So what I'm going to do with these today, I'm do something a little different. And I'm going to basically take a cup and I'm going to cut these. So I'm going to cut them the size of about a cup, that they'll fit in a cup, right? So I'm just going to do that. It's really easy. And just because it goes right through. Let's take, we'll take, trying to get the most in the cup here as possible. Let's take this side. So we'll take this side and cut it. So I've got now 2 little pieces. I'll put these back. That's going to go in my thing, in my chai pudding, morning pudding. So again, I've never done this. I think what I'm going to do this time is cut it in half. So I create these little sheets, and then I can cut a good fruit piece out of them. Well, maybe. Okay, so the pineapple's a little bit harder. So what I'm probably going to, well, this one went through fine. So that one went through fine. But what you can do, very simply, trim off your edges. Keep all this pineapple, because again, pineapple fried rice, all the pieces, that's what goes in your pineapple fried rice. And if you have a crock pot or a rice cooker, you can cook the rice a day ahead of time, have that ready. So literally, it's a matter of, throwing the rice in and cooking it and throwing your pineapple in, which is already cooked. So it takes very little time. All right, so I'm going to clean out most of the seeds. I'm not going to get crazy, but I did not earlier. So I'm going to clean out most of them. So the idea here, again, never did it, but my idea is to create a little parfait. So I'm going to stick the watermelon in there first. I'll bring this down a little bit so you can see. All right, so I stuck the watermelon in there. Again, clean out the seeds real quick. The flavor on this smoked watermelon, though, is so phenomenal. Anything smoked is good, but I'm gonna cut this just a hair. It's kind of thick, so I'm just gonna cut the top off just a little bit. Give me a little bit more room on the top. All right, so you won't see it once it's in there. So you see that there. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, let me rinse my hands really quick. But what I'm getting ready to do now is to take a few spoonfuls of my chia here, and I'm just going to open this up, and I'm actually going to just take a scoop of chia. This is brown chia. It's kind of gelatinous. You'll see as it goes in. So it's pudding-like. It's not as quite as thick as pudding, but I'll just drop one. Maybe I'll drop a little bit more just to even it out. And that needs a little more. Yeah, it was kind of chimpsy on that one. Yeah. All right. So shake those down. So look, we've got our watermelon in the bottom. Let's come back a little bit. And we've got our chia. Now I'm going to go ahead and put on a slice of pineapple. Slice of pineapple on each. Hey, get down in there. Don't be crazy. All right. So we got our pineapple. And then I'm going to finish with that. I had a little leftovers from our first day. We make these. I try to make, it's actually very quick to make. So if you make it the night before and just let it sit in the refrigerator. And if you notice, right, I eat it so often, I basically cover it with a plastic just in order to keep air out of it. But if you're not a plastic fan, you could store it in glass. You can store other ways as well. So let me finish by topping off with our little straw. It looks more pinkish chia. And again, usually I'm always cooking more than I need for the week so that I can make multiple meals and I'm not having to always cook every day. Even though I love cooking, I don't know that anybody loves cooking every day. And maybe they do, but I like a break. So the last thing I have here is some raw tart dough. Just happen to have it in the refrigerator, so I'm going to use it. It's basically, you can use it in pies, for desserts, all of those things. And so this is basically just nuts and I'm not quite sure everything that's in here. Charity actually made this, but it's a raw tart dough. And so I'm just going to take a little bit of this and I'm going to sprinkle it on top to give it a little bit of crunch. Also, the nuts are very good for you, right? To provide the nut. But I know that this doesn't have a whole lot of sugar, I believe, or anything like that in it, this raw tart dough. And it's an alternative to, pie dough, to gluten pie dough. So, there you go. All right, so there we go. So we have a little plain breakfast, right? Let me rinse my hands really quick. So we got a quick chia seed breakfast of champions going on here. Let me show you here. Let's bring it up a little. All right, so I could have been more if I was trying to be perfect. I could have been perfect and placed the fruit in there perfectly and all that, but it's all going in the same place and we're having it for breakfast. So you can see the different layers. and it's super yummy. It's super good for you. And so try something new. Chia seeds early. You can put any type of fruit early in the morning. It's perfect. I kind of like the idea, it's with its flavor. I like the strawberry and the raspberry. I don't have any today, so I didn't put any in it there today, but fruits are your friend. Veggies are your friend. And when you cook them right, they're delicious. I mean, like I eat meat still, but I eat meat more sparingly. You know what I mean? I eat it as I feel like my body needs to eat it, but I try to avoid it as much as possible. And so learning how to cook vegetables better will actually make you eat them more, because if you don't know how to cook them, they taste nasty. Nobody wants to eat soggy, gross vegetables. I don't anyway. So hopefully you enjoyed this little breakfast of champions. Have a good one. Ciao from BADAlien Kitchen.